Hello, this is Alex, your spiritual guide, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how to be more masculine. Throughout my years of experience in the dating world, I'm going to tell you what were the things that caused me to become more masculine and caused feminine women to become more attracted in me. Even if you're a woman and you're trying to be masculine, you have to go out and date feminine men if that's what you're into. So you should be masculine in order to attract the feminine. Not only do opposite polarities attract each other, but they make each other stronger. So the more feminine a person is, the more masculine you will become. Let's kick it off. There are 4 things that I want to talk about in this video, and the first one is poker face. So when I discovered this, I was actually talking to a woman. I was flirting with her, and then I realized she tells me that I don't seem like a calm person. That's something like she said. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like how? Why? Because I was curious. At this point, you shouldn't tell her, you shouldn't ask her why, but I was curious. I didn't care about her anymore. I was like, okay, why? Why do you think that I'm not calm, that I don't have other options? Why do you feel like that? And she told me that I'm making too many mimics. Okay, there was too many facial expressions on my face. And that's how she could tell. She was smart. Women are smart. That's how she could tell that I am not full of options, that I'm running out of options, and I'm trying to manipulate her with my facial expressions. Any sort of manipulation, any sort of facial expression shows that you're not masculine, because dancing is the work of feminine. The feminine usually dances. The masculine relaxes and enjoys it. The first rule is to have poker face. Relax your facial muscles as much as you can, especially Eastern European women. When they see a calm man next to them, they feel like he's masculine. He doesn't talk, he's laid back, he's chill. So if you want to be more masculine, if you want to date Eastern European women, if you want to date really attractive women, you should be completely poker face and laid back. By the way, you shouldn't have fully poker face, because you should relax your facial muscles as much as you can, and then some facial expressions will show on your face. It's out of your control. Okay, you cannot hide your emotions, by the way. If you think you can hide your emotions, you can't. But when you're standing next to a really attractive person, your facial expressions become more and more intense without even knowing. Okay, you're not even aware that your facial expressions are at its extreme levels, because when the other person is really attractive and you don't want to lose them, you're like, please, you change 1,000 facial expressions in front of them. You should relax your facial muscles as much as you can, and then if there's an emotion, let it show up on your face. Don't hide it, don't try to suppress it. That will be an even worse thing to do. So relax your face as much as you can. Next up is actually linked to this, and it's minimum effort. So you should be able to tell across whatever you're trying to tell, your message, with the least effort possible. You have to minimize your effort by reducing the amount of words you use, reducing the amount of verbal exchange, even if you can. For example, let's say you want to exchange numbers. All you gotta do is you gotta bring out your phone, and then you're just gonna give it to her, and you're gonna be like, let's exchange numbers. Okay, this is the least effort possible. Or for example, let's say you want someone to come with you somewhere. You just gotta kind of show your arm, and then they get in your arm and you take them there already. Or you bring out your hand, take their hand, and then you take them there. You lead them. So this should be minimum effort, okay? You shouldn't even have to talk about it. Most of the time, eye contact and the subconscious communication between you and the other person is enough. But if you feel like it's not enough, then you can talk about some stuff, and that should be done with minimum effort. By the way, these are your mantras. Poker face, when you're going out and dating really beautiful, attractive people, you should have this in your mind throughout your whole date with them. For example, you're sitting down and you're talking to them. In your mind, there shouldn't be some words like sex, no. Or like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm nervous, I'm nervous. No. The mantra in your brain should be poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face, poker face. Relaxing your facial muscles throughout the whole interaction. And then let's say you get good at it. After a while, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, you're going to focus on minimum effort. Okay, minimum effort, minimum effort, minimum effort. What am I doing? I'm about to ask her out. Okay, spend minimum effort while doing it. And this will make you more attractive. It will make you more masculine as a man. This is the third key point of this video. Mantras. The reason why we use mantras is because it's simpler. It can activate some parts in your subconscious mind. It can activate some parts in your subconscious mind. And when you're using mantras, you can focus on whatever you're trying to focus on in a much easier way. Back in the day, scientists did a study. There was a group of athletes that performed a motion like a golf swing or a tennis hit. There was one group that were told to focus on their movement. There was the second group was told to focus on a few key points and the goal maybe. And then the third one was told to focus on one word, just one word. That one word could be smooth or fast. And they realized when someone is told only 1 or 2 words to remember, they are able to perform much, much better. So the next time you're talking to a really attractive person and then you feel kind of intrigued and you cannot perform well, you start eating your own words or something. Keep in mind just one word. For example, that one word could be poker face. That one word could be eye contact. Okay, am I liking eye contact in my interactions? Okay, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact, eye contact. You cannot go on focus on 10,000 things at the same time, which is what your mind is trying to do when you're talking to a really attractive person. But you don't perform well in that situation. If there's 1,000 things going on in your brain, you cannot do it. So you should be relaxed. You should have only one thing, if any, in your mind, and that will be your mantra. The fourth thing I want to talk about here is observe. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about. Observe. Observe, observe, observe. And not just the woman. Observe everything. Everything that's moving, everything that makes a sound. Not stationary things. You will become one with stationary things, and then you will focus on the movement of everything else. If there are thoughts coming in and out of in your brain, focus on them. That's feminine. That's movement. If she's moving in a certain way, focus on that. If she's speaking, focus on that. If she's bored and she's laid back and she's not even talking, but then there's someone dancing there, focus on that. See, it's not just the woman. You're going to focus on anything that's making a sound, anything that's moving. Why? You can learn more about this on the book, The Way of the Superior Man, by the way, written by David Deida. I would strongly suggest you to go read that book. In that book, he explains that masculine force is supposed to be observant, be in the center and just observe. And the feminine is supposed to dance and move around, either move away or towards the masculine. So no matter if something is coming towards you, if a woman is attracted to you, you will enjoy it. If they don't like you, if they start moving away, that will also give you pleasure. Go out, experiment around with these 4 things that I told you. Poker face, minimum effort, mantras, observe. Experiment with these things and comment down below what were your experiences. Anyway, that's it for me. Until the next video. Peace.
Breathe. The only way you can access your subconscious wounds safely. Breathe deeply and intensely, as if you were drowning. That's how you felt when that incident happened to you. Perhaps you got abused. Or you got cheated on. Or simply your parent yelled at you when you were a child. Stop! You didn't know how to react because any mistake could get you kicked out. In simple terms, death. So you decided to stop breathing. Stuff down the feelings and forget about it. Accessing those memories are not easy. But do you know how to deal with them once they come up? How would you feel?
Relax in groups when you have great